In the poll from the last historic rebuilding video that I did, you guys did vote for me to rebuild the 94, actually it's the 95-96 Seattle SuperSonics. Now, while I am doing these historic rebuilding videos, I have two rules set in place for myself. The first rule is that if I end up winning a championship in the first year with the team that I am using in the video, I have to try to go for a 3P in. Like, honestly, that's a rule I think I'm going to use throughout the rest of my rebuilding career here on YouTube. And then the second rule that I do have is that I also have to include teams that also played in that year. So, you know, no big deal. We just have the greatest regular season team of all time, the 95-96 Bulls in here. Now, since the 95-96 Bulls are the only team that share the year 95-96 with the Seattle SuperSonics, I went back a year to the 94-95 New York Knicks, put them in here, and also the 94-95 Orlando Magic. So this is going to be very, very interesting. We have young Shaq, we got young Penny, we got freaking Patrick Ewing in here, John Starks, obviously the 95-96 Chicago Bulls, and then our team. Now, we are the only team out west, but more than likely we are going to have to face one of those three teams in the NBA Finals. Taking a look at this team, obviously you guys know who leads this team. Gary Payton, aka The Glove, and then Shawn Kemp, one of the best dunkers of all time. Also on this team, we got Hersey Hawkins, throwback to NBA 2K13, my team. This dude was deadly. Also, Detlef Schrempf, who is also pretty deadly from the three-point line. He has an 89 standing shot three, and then Hersey Hawkins, only an 84 three, but he definitely does get the job done. Now, one of the positions that I would love to improve is the center position. We got Irvin Johnson, and then our backup is nobody. So, no backup center. I definitely would like to get a better starting center out of this team. And then take a look at the contracts on this team. Irvin Johnson, $2 million a year, nothing really too crazy. But Nate McMillan, $19.5 million over 3 years. And then Sam Perkins, $33 million over 2 years. So those are two players that I would definitely love to trade here in season number 1. In the first trade of season number 1, the two players that I wanted to get rid of, we are packaging them in a deal for Kyle Korver and Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, in this trade, we are getting two very, very nice backup shooting guards. Kyle Korver is freaking deadly from behind the line. Now, this does make us have 5 shooting guards. So, Vincent Askew and David Wingate, you guys are gone. Just give me a backup small forward. Give me a backup point guard. Give me a starting center for that matter. I will definitely take any one of the, any one of those positions. Ty Lawson and Solomon Hill, that's honestly not that bad of a trade. That's probably the best trade on the table right now. Raul Neto and Joe Ingles, but I don't really want to give up this year's first round pick. So Ty Lawson and Solomon Hill, welcome to the 95-96 Seattle SuperSonics. I need to upgrade our center position, and Larry Sanders is definitely the guy for that spot, considering I don't have to trade anything for him. And I will actually sign him to a 2-year deal. I want him on this team longer than 1 season. Larry Sanders, welcome to the Seattle SuperSonics. Now, I mean, honestly, this team is not looking that bad. It's not looking great, not looking awful. We are fine at point guard. I really just want to get rid of these filler players real quick. Just someone give me, like, some draft picks, like Allen Anderson and Jarrell Eddy. Probably just take that. Actually, Dabo and Greg Smith, that's not that bad. Anthony Morrow, 3-point cheese, and Kyle Singler. We will go ahead and accept that trade, and then go right ahead and trade Kyle Singler, because I don't want him on this team. $19 million over 4 years. Yeah, I know that's only $4.5 million over 4 years, but I don't really want him. Hey, Steve Kerr, welcome to the SuperSonics. We are just stacking this team up. I mean, not really. We're kind of not stacking this team up, but honestly, like, our team is not looking that bad. So, I am just going to go ahead and simulate. Actually, Frank Burkowski is not safe. Same with Irvin Johnson. Just give me a power forward, give me a center, something like that. I mean, it's Boban. It's a Boban Marjanovic, the 7'4" beast out of Serbia. How did this man not make any of the All-NBA teams? That's all I'm saying. He was obviously the best center in the NBA this season. So, our starting rotation at the start of season number 1. we got Gary Payton, Hersey Hawkins, Detlef Schrempf, Sean Kemp, and Boban Marjanovic as our starting 5. And then off the bench, we got Larry Sanders, Kyle Korver, Solomon Hill, Ty Lawson, and Tim Hardaway Jr. And then there are the 4 players that are not getting any minutes. Let's go ahead and simulate to the trade deadline, and hopefully we can be in a great position at the end of the season, and hopefully I don't have to make any trades at the trade deadline. So I just pulled off this trade, Detlef Schrempf and David Miller for Tony Kukoc and Ray Allen. I was just talking about it, and then words were like really hard for me. I mean, like, you guys know me and words and how I can't really put like certain sentences together, so that's why you're not seeing it on the trade screen. But this is actually a legit trade. I didn't do any trade override, nothing like that. So now this is the new starting lineup. The reason why I did make this trade is because Detlef Schrempf is going to be a free agent after this year, and I really don't want to have to pay him that money when maybe MJ will be in free agency, maybe LeBron will be there, Whiteside, Drummond. So basically, I just decided to get Kukoc because he's on a 2-year deal, and hopefully this can help our fortunes because currently we're only 3 games above 500 and 1 game behind the Clippers for 5th in the West. And at the end of season number 1, no surprise here, Kevin Durant does end up winning the MVP award, averaging 30.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, with 2 blocks on the season. Just like in real life, Karl Anthony Towns wins the NBA Rookie of the Year, Brandon Knight wins 6-man, Patrick Ewing wins the Defensive Player of the Year, 13 rebounds and 3.5 blocks per game. Isaiah Thomas wins the Most Improved Player Award, and Ryan Marinson, the coach of the 95-96 Orlando Magic, or the Bulls. I totally just kind of spaced on that. The 95-96 Bulls wins Coach of the Year as they do go 65-17. And show me some Supersonics players. Here we go, Sean Kemp. How many points did he average on the year? 20 points, 14 rebounds. 14 rebounds for Sean Kemp. 2.5 assists with 1 steal and 2.5 blocks, as he does make the All-NBA second team. Okay, there's no Gary Payton on the All-Defensive first team, and he's not even on the All-Defensive second team. Okay, he's the glove. He's one of the best defensive players of all time, and he does make any all defensive teams. I don't know how, but Boban makes the all-rookie second team. His numbers on the year: 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And just, he's a beast, okay? He's a beast. I was gonna try to say a joke, but it didn't really work out that way. So here's how our rotation is looking at the start of the playoffs. Everybody's going up. Ray Allen is hurt. He is out 1 to 2 weeks, and Matt Bonner is out 4 to 6 weeks. And then here are the standings on the year. We finished with the 5th best record in the Western Conference, 4 games ahead of the Timberwolves and Clippers, who did tie for the 6th spot. And we are taking on the San Antonio Spurs in round 1. But here are the 10.5 defensive rebounds. That's crazy impressive for Sean Kemp. Here are our stats on the year. I mean, Gary Payton averaged 2 steals. I kind of like expected 2.5, but it's fine. We will definitely get out of the first round. Just kidding. I'm not gonna guarantee that because knowing my luck, we're gonna end up getting swept. And actually, I'm an idiot. We are playing the Portland Trail Blazers in the first round, not the San Antonio Spurs. So, round 1 against Portland. Can we beat them in a 7-game series? Well, so far it is tied at 1-1 apiece, but we win game 3 and we win game 4. Let's go ahead and win game 5 on the road. And of course we can't, but we're gonna win game 6 at home, right? Of course we are. And would you look at this? The former Seattle Sonics are taking on the old school Seattle Supersonics. I mean, do I really need to go over who is on the Thunder? I mean, you guys know damn well who is on the Thunder. They did not add anybody. They did not release anybody. Except I'm pretty sure that they gave us Anthony Morrow. I mean, but like, other than that, nothing really happened. Can we beat the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Seattle Supersonics in this series? I mean, we're down 3-0. We just got swept. No! 3-1. That's what I like. And okay, we lose in 5. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a gentleman's sweep. Sean Kemp, really, dude? 13 points? Really? Really, bro? Alright, so the rest of the NBA playoffs plays out like this. The Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship against the 94-95 Orlando Magic. They do win in 7 games. And your finals MVP is none other than probably Steph. Yes, it is Steph Curry. In 7 games, he averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, half a block, with 3 turnovers. So here we are in free agency, and after day 1, here are the 3 players that want to come to Seattle. So Gary Payton, he was actually going to sign a deal with the Denver Nuggets, but since he is a restricted free agent, Gary Payton is coming back to Seattle. Also, Michael Beasley, we do need a backup power forward, and then Kent Bazemore, 420 blaze it. Maybe I can get something out of Solomon Hill and Anthony Morrow, since now I do have Kent Bazemore at the backup 3 position. You can see I tried to get Shaq. He goes to the Celtics. I tried to get Dennis Rodman. He goes to the Lakers. I tried to get Dwight. He goes to the damn Warriors. And then I tried to get Detlef Schrempf again because I just wanted him. And he goes to the Spurs to back up Kawhi Leonard. So, I mean, just taking a look at like everything. I tried to get Drummond. We're all the way down here. Oh yeah, by the way, I inserted this team in with the Kings because it was rumored that the Kings were gonna be moved to Seattle at one point in time, and there we are, getting Boban back on the team. But I mean, other than that, we don't have bird rights. I mean, we have bird rights on Matt Bonner, like that's it. But really, there's nobody else that I want on the team. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of free agency, and hopefully in season 2 we can get out of the second round and hopefully out of the Western Conference and make it to the NBA Finals. In the first trade of Season 2, Solomon Hill and Anthony Morrow, you guys are going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Rest in peace to your guys' career. For TJ McConnell and Hollis Thompson. Now, the reason why I am doing this trade is because I need a backup point guard. And the CPU was stupid and signed Bino Udrih in the offseason for me. So we are going to see what we can get for Steve Kerr and Bino Udrih here at the start of Season 2. Maybe I can get... I mean, I don't necessarily need a shooting guard, but like a shooting guard would be pretty nice. Like Iman Shumpert. Like that's not an awful trade. Rodney Hood, but I'm not giving up Larry Sanders considering he is one of 2 centers on this team. TJ Warren for Kent Bazemore. Oh man, you know what? I am actually going to take this trade for Iman Shumpert and PJ Harrison. But, I mean, other than those trades, I don't even know if I want to make any more trades. There is our starting lineup. We got Gary Payton, Hersey Hawkins, Tony Kukoc, Sean Kemp, and Boban Marjanovic. But, I mean, our bench is okay, and I will run an 11-man rotation, actually. And by the way, Tyronn Lue is our head coach, if you were curious. So, 11-man rotation. You know what? I'm just going to see how this season's going to go. I'm just going to see how this season is going to go. Let's simulate to the trade deadline, and let's just see what happens. At the end of season number 2, Kevin Durant wins back-to-back MVP awards, averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2 blocks on the year. Ben Simmons, who made his way on the Washington Wizards, wins the Rookie of the Year award. Steven Adams, he is on the Miami Heat. He wins the 6th Man of the Year award, backing up Hassan Whiteside. Anthony Davis wins the Defensive Player of the Year award. Enes Kanter wins Most Improved Player, and Billy Donovan wins the Coach of the Year as the Oklahoma City Thunder go 66-16, good enough for first in the Western Conference. Show me some Sean Kemp. There is Sean Kemp, once again making the All-NBA second team. His numbers on the year, 20 points, 11.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists with half a steal and 2 blocks, and also shot 56.5% from the field. That's what I like to see. Now just show me Gary Payton. Yo, MJ made the All-NBA third team?
Bruh.
What? We did end up finishing tied for the second best record in the Western Conference. We tied with a record of 62-20 with the Golden State Warriors, who did add Dwight Howard in the offseason. Here are the rest of the Western Conference standings. And then out east, the 95-96 Bulls did get the #1 record in the Eastern Conference. They don't have Dennis Rodman. They don't have Ron Harper. And they don't have whoever their center was. Instead, they got Sean Livingston, Mirza Teletovic, Frank Kaminsky, John Lure, Raymond Felton. Like, this team looks totally different, and it's Zucchini! Yo, Zucchini better go #1 in the draft. Like, that's all I'm saying. The 94-95 Magic, they went 49-33 with this team. They lost Shaq, and still finished 49-33. And then the Knicks with this team, they go 48-34. And they have Trash Hibbert. Okay, the Celtics, they add Shaq, and they only go 46-36. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Here are our player stats on the season. Kent Bazemore with 12 points. That's what I like to see. And then Boban with 8 points and 8.5 rebounds. I'm ready to get on with these playoffs. We are once again taking on the Portland Trail Blazers here in round number 1. I really don't want to lose in the first round. Really don't want to. Can we just take this 2-1 lead? Of course we can. Can we take the 3-1 lead? I mean, can we tie it 2-2? That's what I meant to say, because I want to win this series. We do go up 3-2, and we are on to the second round, and we are taking on the Golden State Warriors. I know that I basically showed you guys their team, but here's the rest of the players that they added. They added John Henson. They added, who else? Ray McCallum, and that's basically it. Isaiah Cordonier. That's basically all that they added. I'm very nervous for this series. And we win game 1 by 2 points, 142-140, and Michael beat 55 points from Steph. Game 2 at home, let's take the 2-0 series advantage. And of course we can't, we end up losing by 9. Oh man, we just lost by 28. Oh my god. Steph with 17 assists. Oh my god. Oh man, game 4 on the road. Yeah, okay, GG. Yep, we just got eliminated in 5 games. That wasn't really a contest. The Thunder somehow lose in the first round, and the Golden State Warriors do win back-to-back. NBA, actually, this would be a three-peat for them because they won it back-to-back years in 2K, and then the year previously in real life. So Steph Curry does win the MVP award in 6 games. He averaged 29 points, 8 rebounds, 12.5 assists with 3 steals, half a block, 4.5 turnovers, shot 44% from the field, and also 44% from 3. Steph Curry's a free agent! So after day 1 of free agency, we did bring back Shawn Kemp and Hersey Hawkins, who were free agents, and we are also bringing back Tony Kukoc and Kyle Korver on the team. Now, Steph Curry was a free agent, and if I didn't sign Shawn Kemp, I would have had a chance to get him. But like the thing is, we didn't have bird rights on Shawn Kemp. So where does Steph Curry go? He goes to the Dallas Mavericks. That's the first time I have ever seen him in free agency in any rebuilding video, and he goes to the Mavericks. Like, out of all teams you go to the Mavericks. In the first trade of Season 3, Iman Shumpert, Kyle Korver, and our 2019 first-round pick are going to the Utah Jazz for Rodney Hood and Rodney Stuckey. Now, in this trade, we are getting an upgrade at the 2-guard position, maybe even our starting 2-guard position. I mean, really, I just got him to be our backup, and now he is our new starting shooting guard on the team. Now, let me see what I can get for Tony Kukoc. Now, this is the final year, so hopefully something great can happen. I'm not really worried about cap and getting players with large contracts. I really don't care about that. I just want players that are going to help me win a championship, and there's none in the trade finder. Once again, we are trading with the Utah Jazz, this time getting rid of Michael Beasley and Rodney Stuckey for Trey Lyles and Wesley Matthews. Now, in this trade, Trey Lyles is 7 years younger than Beasley and is only 1 overall point lower. And then Wesley Matthews is Wesley Matthews, one of the best shooters. Actually, I'm not going to say that because he's probably not one of the best shooters in the NBA, but 81 on-ball defensive IQ, that's what I like to see. Shooting definitely could get a lot better, but I am definitely willing to take the risk on him, and we are also adding some firepower to the bench with him. I mean, honestly, I am fine with how this team looks. Here's our starting 5 at the start of season. Number 3, we got Gary Payton, Rodney Hood, Tony Kukoc, Shawn Kemp, and Boban Marjanovic, the 7'4" beast out of Serbia. We also got on the bench, we got Hersey Hawkins, Wesley Matthews, Kent Bazemore, 420 Blaze It. We got Trey Lyles and TJ McConnell. And I actually just want to run a 10-man rotation because PJ Harrison is only a 73 overall. Now, taking a look at the West. The Warriors have won the NBA championship for the past 3 seasons, but they just lost Steph Curry. So really, it's between us and the Thunder. And I like our chances better than the Thunder or really any other team in the Western Conference. And at the end of season number 3, Russell Westbrook does win the MVP award, averaging 24.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, with 1 block. Harry Giles, as a member of the Dallas Mavericks, wins the Rookie of the Year, as he does average a double-double with points and rebounds. Cameron Payne wins the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal wins the Defensive Player of the Year as a member of the Boston Celtics, 11 rebounds with 2.5 blocks. Kelly Olynyk wins the Most Improved Player award, and our coach, Tyronn Lue, wins the Coach of the Year, as we win 61-21, good enough for first in the Western Conference. This season, Shawn Kemp actually made the All-NBA first team instead of the All-NBA second team. His numbers on the year: 20.5 points, 14 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1 steal with 2.5 blocks, while also shooting 52.5% from the field. But other than that, I'm not expecting anyone to make any of these teams, and that is exactly what the case is. So yes, we did finish with the best record in the Western Conference. This is what our rotation is looking like. I mean, really, it is the same exact rotation as the start of the year. We went 61-21. The Lakers went 54-28. They got D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, and Steven Adams as their big three. Honestly, that is a pretty solid big three if you ask me. The Warriors, they lose Steph, and their starting point guard's Trey Burke. They still go 45-37, and Steph goes to the Mavericks, and they go a perfect 500, 41-41. Here are the rest of the Western Conference standings. And then for the East, the Magic went 39-43, the Knicks went 44-38, and the Chicago Bulls went 48-34. I mean, really, it's just MJ, and then it's Scottie Pippen, and then no one else. Like, no offense to the Bulls, but they're not getting any help. Here is our player stats on the season. Really, I feel like we are in a prime position to win the NBA championship, and I'm going to guarantee that we're going to win it in 5 against, we're going to win it in 5 against the Cavs. In round number 1, we are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, led by Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and Paul Millsap. They also do have Ricky Rubio, obviously, Zach LaVine, Jordan Clarkson. I mean, really, kind of like a three-headed monster here at the guard position. They got Jarnell Stokes, David West. I mean, yes, this team is going to give us a scare, but we can definitely win this series, and that is exactly what we are going to do. 3-0, and let's hit them with the 4-0 sweep, which is exactly what we do. And for the 3rd straight postseason, we are taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Who do they have on their team? They added Horace Grant. They got rid of CJ McCollum and still somehow made the playoffs. I don't know where he went, but I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. So, can we beat the Portland Trail Blazers for the 2nd straight postseason? Well, we did lose game 1, but we are up 2-1, 2-2. I don't like where this is going. I really don't. 3-2. Can we just win game 6, please? Of course we can't. We are tied at 3 games apiece. But hey, the good thing is we are at home. But I mean, really, it shouldn't really come to this because it's us. And it's the Blazers. Like, no offense to the Blazers, but they didn't really have a good record this year. And we are going to beat them by 18 points in Game 7 at home. Gary Payton with 30 points and 8 assists. Boban Marjanovic with 17 points and 10 rebounds. Shawn Kemp with 18 rebounds on the night. And then Damian Lillard with 28 points. But it was not enough as we are on to the Western Conference Finals. And in the Western Conference Finals, we are taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously led by Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. They added J.R. Smith, Christian Wood, and they drafted Malichi Richardson. They have Chris McCullough. They have Joe Johnson. I guess that's his last attempt to win a ring because he's 36. I don't know, man, but I'm definitely expecting us to beat this team and to advance to the NBA Finals. Can we do it? Well, I mean, we're up 2-0. Okay, so you're going to sit here and tell me that we beat the Thunder in this series. Yes, so we beat the Thunder in this series in 6, but then we go 7 with the Blazers? That does not make any sense. And we're taking on the Indiana Pacers, who did beat the 94-95 New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's see, they got Dragic. There was actually rumors 3 years ago of Dragic coming here. JaVale McGee, okay, Jordan Hill, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris. We are better than this team, and we are going to prove it in this series. We win game 1 by 28. They win game 2 by 8. They take the 2-1 lead. 3-1. No, this can't happen. What? Are you kidding me? What is happening? oh, Rodney Hood's just, out for the year. No big deal. So we're down 3-1 against a team that we are better than, and a team that really shouldn't be beating us because one of our star players is hurt. But we are going to win this game by 8 points. No big deal. Kemp Blazemore is healthy. Thank God. Sean Kemp with 23 and 12. PG with 19. Same with Tobias Harris. Game 6 in Indiana. If we win this game, we are winning the series. I'm going to guarantee it right now. And can that happen? Can that happen? Of course it can happen because we're the freaking Seattle SuperSonics and we just won this game by, what is that, 25 points. Sean Kemp, 25 and 13. Tony Kukoc, 21 points. Gary Payton with 20 and Hersey Hawkins with 14. PG with 20. Dragic with the double-double. But obviously, it's not enough. And we're going on to a Game 7 here in Seattle. Can we pull it off? Can we pull off the 3-1 comeback? Can we do it? Honestly, I feel like we can, and we are going to prove that we can. Oh, man. Okay, 10-point game. Let's not get this close. Let's not get this close, and we're going to win it. We did it. We did it. We did it, man. 19 seconds left. We are up by 6, so the Pacers still can come back, but it is looking like we are going to win the NBA championship in season number 3. Sean Kemp, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Hersey Hawkins, 20 points. Trey Lyles and Wesley Matthews both with 15 points. Gary Payton, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. And for the Pacers, PG, only 16 points in Game 7. Come on, bro.
And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.
So there you have it. We do end up winning the NBA championship in 7 games, coming back from a 3-1 deficit against the 5th-seeded Indiana Pacers. I mean, we did get 2 scares in this postseason, but we did come out on top both times. Obviously, I mean, that's why we are NBA champions. And the Finals MVP, as you saw, is Sean Kemp. In 7 games and in 35 minutes, averaged 22 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, no steals, 4 blocks with 3 turnovers, and also shot 59% from the field. Dirk is on the Wizards. Okay, Ginobili retires. Same with Corver, David West. And that's basically it. And here is the championship roster led by Mr. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Tony Kukoc, Hersey Hawkins, Wesley Matthews, Trey Lyles, Boban Marjanovic, the 7'4" beast out of Serbia, TJ McConnell, Kemp Blazemore, 420 Blaze It, Rodney Hood, Hollis Thompson, Tiago Splitter, and PJ Harrison. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. Make sure to go vote in the poll down in the description for which historic team I should be rebuilding next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.